As Carol Dweck says, the mindset you choose has a profound impact on how you live your life. When you shift into a growth mindset, life starts happening for you rather than at you. A growth mindset will help increase your confidence, your creativity, and your willingness to take risks. It will allow you to receive and even embrace critical feedback and expand your possibilities. A growth mindset will grow your career and help you realize your full potential. Let's examine some of Carol Dweck's research on mindset. When students were researched, those who held a growth mindset were 3 times more likely to score in the top 20% on the test, while students with a fixed mindset were 4 times more likely to score in the bottom 20%. For further study, they researched whether a growth mindset could be taught. Many studies introduced growth mindset programs where students learn that the brain is malleable, like a muscle. When you challenge it, it gets stronger. Importantly, students also learn that sheer effort is not enough. The right strategies and advice from others are equally important for strengthening the brain. It's important to note that mindset programs such as these do not simply tell students to adopt a growth mindset. They help them understand why effort, the right strategies, and good advice are important, because these actions help students develop their intelligence. In these studies with thousands of students across the United States, researchers repeatedly found that students who receive mindset programs earn more course credits, higher grades, and higher standardized test scores. Individuals with a growth mindset are more likely to continue working hard despite setbacks, which results in perseverance and grit. She's even found that children given praise such as, "Good job, you're very smart," are more likely to develop a fixed mindset. Whereas if given compliments like, "Good job, you worked very hard," they are more likely to develop a growth mindset. In other words, it may be possible to encourage students to develop grit simply by changing the way they're given feedback. Individuals aren't the only ones with mindsets. Even organizations have them. Research of mindset in organizations says that those with a growth mindset are more trusting, more innovative, more risk-taking, and have greater retention with happier employees. Wouldn't you like to work in this type of organization? I'll talk about this more in detail later. Now that you know why it's so important to cultivate a growth mindset, let's take a look at where you might have self-limiting beliefs holding you back from a growth mindset. Let's observe when a fixed mindset is showing up in your life. I'll give you a recent example for myself. I was golfing with my husband, a sport I've played on occasion since a very young age, but one I have never fully embraced. While I enjoy being outdoors and being with family and friends, I realized that I approach golf with a fixed mindset. I don't believe I will ever improve. I hit each shot with the sense that this is as good as it's going to get. It feels a bit fruitless and even seems like a little waste of time. When I had this realization halfway through our round, I decided to try a dose of my own medicine. What if I approached golf with a growth mindset? How might that shift my attitude toward the sport? So halfway through the course, I decided to view each shot as an opportunity to learn and to grow by asking myself a simple question after each shot. What did I just learn? I found that not only was the round more enjoyable, but I could actually see a path toward improvement over time. Now, I want you to ask yourself, are there places in your life where a fixed mindset is showing up? To complete this activity, download the worksheet in the resources folder attached to this lecture. Let's look at this worksheet and see if we can identify some self-limiting beliefs. Where are you boxing yourself in? Perhaps think about a recent situation at work where you exhibited a fixed mindset and focus on the beliefs that you had. Or think about a goal or a vision you have for yourself that you can't seem to make progress on. Are you telling yourself, I'm not good at math, I'm not a good writer, I'm not a strong leader, I'm too young, I'm too old, I'm too stuck in my ways, I don't believe I can change, improve, leave my company, ever find joy, or I'm not as good as so-and-so at public speaking or coming up with fresh ideas? Fill out each box on the worksheet with the thoughts you had in this situation. Then reflect on how these beliefs are serving you or not. Now that you've identified your self-limiting beliefs, let's see how we can reframe them. Take a look at the worksheet you completed in the previous lecture. Can you reframe some of those self-limiting beliefs? Are there beliefs that would better serve you? What's available to you if you shift your mindset? For example, try adding the word yet to a self-limiting belief. I'm not a strong presenter yet. Or reframe feeling old by telling yourself, I'm not old, I have wisdom, pattern recognition, judgment to bring to the table. If you don't feel as good as John at something, ask yourself, what can I learn from John that might help me be better? Or can I ask John to mentor me? Rewrite each of the self-limiting beliefs on your worksheet using these methods. For example, in my golfing story, my belief changed from, this is as good as my golf game will ever be, to, every swing is an opportunity to learn. Give it a try. See if you can adopt some growth-oriented beliefs to use when you are doubting yourself.